We learned that the hard way too.
So how do we?
Okay, so it's preparing, and then I will hop on the YouTube and get the link.
YouTube.
The YouTube.
I just pull up Twitter on like my computer or like side, then I click the link. The YouTube.
Okay, we are live.
Oh my god. Hey.
That was quick.
That was quick.
Was
I can't see right now because I'm pulling up the Twitter.
I'm copying the link to the tweeter.
The tweeter.
Here. I'm in rare form.
I probably should have done this first before we went on, I suppose. Nobody wants to watch us figure our crap out. They're like, tighten up, girls. What the hell is this shit?
Pretty much.
It's like an hour while we figured out this crap the first time talking to us. So, I mean.
Yeah. Okay, I got to log into my account. This is fun.
Okay. And you said you mute it, right?
We are.
Yeah, if you need to step away.
No, to mute the YouTube.
Oh, yeah, mute YouTube. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just bringing it up just to see what we look like.
Oh, no. Deb, can you
always watch the chat because sometimes people will ask us questions or tell us things in the chat and we like to respond. So,
yeah.
And I'm on the Fast Lap. I'm logged in under that.
Okay.
So I can.
I see there's a delay. Okay.
Yeah, there's like a 20-second delay between what we're doing and what people are seeing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to get on. Sorry, guys.
The link's on the Fast Lap.
I can't even get on.
On the Fast, the Fast Lap.
On the tweeter.
On the tweeter. Okay. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. What? Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. My password's not matching, but I think I know what it is. This is a hot mess. If y'all were nervous, we're the ones that are the only ones doing stuff right now, and we're messing up big time.
You guys make me feel so much better.
Told you it wasn't a big deal.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. We do this all the time, and we're like, whatever.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Oh my God. I still can't get on. Anyway.
I've got it, so I'm good.
I just can't get into Twitter right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah. It's fine.
Okay. So, on another episode of Fast Lap with Chrissy and Deb, we have a group of female NASCAR fans with us this evening. We have Mandy, Emily, Sarah, and Jenny. Why don't you guys tell us something about yourselves? We'll go with Mandy first.
Why do I have to go first?
Because you're the first person on my screen.
Okay. So my name is Mandy. I live in Central PA, and my home track is Pocono Raceway. And I usually go there or to Dover, even though Watkins Glen is the closest one to me. And I'm repping Noah tonight, even though Ty Gibbs is my new driver, so I'm excited to see him race this season. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Emily.
Hey, I'm Emily. I'm from upstate New York. My nearest track to me is Loudon, but my home track is Bristol. Tonight, I'm repping Anthony Alfredo. Twinsies! And yeah, pretty much it's me.
Okay. I'm going to make you tell everybody about your charms.
Do it.
Oh,
that's something about
charms. You. That is true. For everyone that knows me, I'm also known as Hound or Hound Nuggets. I also make these little die-cast charms. I called Hound Nuggets die-cast charms, and I actually have a couple. I'm prepared.
Look
Go
at you.
for it, girl. Drop it. Do it.
So basically, like these little die-cast charms I make, they're about yay big, like about half the size of my pinky, but here they are up close. I don't know if anybody could see that. But
yeah, it's the scheme I have behind me.
Yeah, the Anderson scheme. So, but yeah, I pretty much make those little charms. I do custom schemes, and yeah, that's one of my hobbies.
Okay, Sarah.
Oh Lord. Okay. Okay, my name is Sarah. My home track is Charlotte. Even though I don't really live in Charlotte, but it's the closest one to me. Darlington's probably about the same, about 30 minutes further away. Repping Sam Maker, because who else? And also something some people know about me but don't. I have an automotive degree, so I'm really big into cars, not just NASCAR, but just working on cars in general. So yeah, that's about it. I'm boring. So
Aw.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. You're Sam Mayer's cheerleader. Like,
Yeah.
that's you.
And you're a
Yep.
next gen cheerleader too.
I would rather have that occupation over my regular work occupation. So yeah.
Okay, Jenny.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm originally from Baltimore, but I have lived in Ohio since 2007. So I guess as far as a home track goes, there's not a lot out here, but Mid-Ohio is about 90 minutes from my house, and there is going to be an Xfinity road course race on June 5th, which I'm going to attend. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yay.
That's awesome. It's funny, like me and Emily are like twinsies, but you're like my Maryland girl.
I know, she's my Maryland sister. Oh, and I am representing Martins Motorsports, which is the number 44 in Xfinity, Tommy Joe Martins.
Yay.
Nice.
Woohoo. Sorry, I finally just
Yeah.
got into, I'm sorry, I just finally got into the stupid YouTube. So, oh my God. Anyway.
So we don't need to introduce ourselves. People know us by now.
Yeah, hi, Hot Mess Chrissy over here. I just now got into the YouTube. Anyway.
Anyway, it's okay.
I think we all feel like hot messes tonight.
Hot Mess Express gang.
Yeah. I know I gotta sign into YouTube. What is wrong with my life right now?
I can't even see YouTube, so I literally don't know what anybody's saying. So,
Nobody's saying anything yet. They're watching. They're
Well,
I
Like,
just
oh my
like
God,
this
that
is
girl, there's a
ridiculous.
mess.
someone
I'm
is
signed in. We're
saying-
good.
Someone is
Okay.
saying they got an error when they tried to make a comment in the live chat.
That's weird.
Weird.
So
I don't know what that means.
What?
I don't know.
That's all. People can message. I don't know. That's weird.
Try
yeah.
Try again.
Yes, it's error. Try again.
I
don't know.
Participants?
We didn't turn off commenting, did we?
No. Oh, I'm logged in as mine as I'm like watching it. I'm not.
I'm
in
logged
as
into the podcast. I don't think we have commenting off. I'll
This
see.
is this
Chrissy,
is
ask
fun.
Will's another question while I figure this out.
Okay, I am on it. So sorry guys, hot ass mess here. So how did you guys find your driver? And if you had a little bit of a journey, explain how that went, because it's understandable. There's a lot of drivers out there. It's kind of a topic, I guess, sometimes on Twitter. People always want to know why, and also people are judgy, which they don't need to be because it's our fandom. So anyway, just going off on a tangent. I am going to start with Mandy. Did you go first last time?
I did go first last time.
Okay,
It's
never mind. So
fine.
Emily, you
No,
can go first then.
So basically,
Sorry.
I became part of the Sauce Mafia about late February, beginning of March. Anthony was as everyone knows, he's a streamer, twitch.tv/fast pasta. That was, yeah,
Just a plug in. It's fine.
just a plug.
Plug.
But
It's a shameless plug. Hashtag fast pasta.
Hey, it wasn't even her plug. She was plugging for Anthony.
exactly. That's
Anyway.
he was streaming a Warzone stream. I actually found out through Austin Dillon because at the time he was also starting to stream like Warzone streams,
Mhm.
and it was a stream with Austin Dillon, Michael Clifford of 5 Seconds of Summer. I love that
Oh, boy.
band. He's my favorite member.
Yeah.
Side note. And Anthony. So I started going to Anthony's channel more, and I
Mhm.
just, started to get to know people through, fellow Sauce Mafia members through the channel, and yeah, I found my driver through that. Then, yeah.
Cool. All right. So I am still having difficulty, so I'm just going to ignore it. All right. So Jenny, I'm going to go to you next.
I came across Tommy a few years ago. Back when I was in Maryland, I spent several years in the horse racing industry, and I managed a small race team or helped to manage it. And so a lot of the daily struggles that go along with managing small teams, Team Martins is basically Tommy and his dad
Mhm.
manage the team for the most part. Being a smaller team, just seeing those daily struggles, and I just really related to that.
Right.
So I started following him that way, and I just enjoy watching him race.
That's a good reason. All of them are great. Mandy, I'll go to you next.
So I think beginning of last season, I started getting into more an Xfinity race, and I didn't have a driver, and I kept gravitating towards Noah. So I started to follow him, which I know a lot of people hate how aggressive he is, but I absolutely love it because it shows his passion and that he's not afraid to get out there and win races or do whatever.
Do what he has to do to get that win.
But I have to give credit to Sarah, but she's the one who kept, was a fan of Ty last year. And because of her, I started watching Arca more, and I kept gravitating towards Ty because he's a very clean driver. And I know he gets a lot of hate for his last name, but I just know that this year is going to be a breakout year for him. And I'm just really excited to watch him grow in the sport. Plus, it's really nice to support the younger guys because everyone's there for the cup, and the older ones, they're always going to be there, but the younger ones need our support more than anything right now. So that's that for them too. I have a huge list of drivers I like, but I'll only talk about them two tonight.
That's fine. And Sarah, we're going to end with you because I know you've tried a couple out, and I just wanted you to be able to, some people maybe kind of, like you said, they haven't
get it.
Don't get it. Sorry, my brain was malfunctioning. I was trying to think of the right words.
That's
what I meant to say.
I think a lot of people know about the Alex situation. He was really, and it still is my Cup driver, so that hasn't changed. But I only really watched Cup when I got back into NASCAR. I actually was originally a fan of Chase, really kind of before I got deep into Twitter. Because my grandfather was a Bill Elliott fan and he passed from cancer. So when I got back into NASCAR, I kind of just naturally gravitated towards Chase. Then I kind of started watching on my own and realized that Chase just didn't fit. Then found Alex, and Alex was just more of, he kind of fit my lifestyle. So I got really heavy into Alex. A lot of people know me as Bowman's Fangirl. That's what I started on Twitter as. And then the people that just didn't kind of understand my passion as a fan is, I don't want to say it's what ruined it because he's still my Cup driver, but it just kind of made me realize, okay, I want to step away from Cup for a little bit. I've heard some people talking about ARCA in the lower series. So I kind of wanted to find a driver I could grow with. So I already knew about Ty from a friend. So when I started watching ARCA, I didn't know anyone except Ty. So I originally started pulling for Ty, and then kind of, Manny can obviously confirm this, but kind of kept feeling like a pull towards Sam, even though I was supposed to hate him. So, and then magically he just shows up on Twitter and comments, and I'm replying to him and he's replying to me, and it started this kind of banter back and forth. And then that's when the test started, and then he did something for my birthday, and it just kind of blew all the heck up from there.
Awesome.
So then I realized after, before then I'd been questioning, did I pick the right driver? Because Ty was just starting to feel like it just wasn't right. And then right as I was around the time that I was questioning that is when Sam kind of popped his little head in, and it's been Sam ever since. And I don't regret it. He's my main driver, and that's what I'm sticking with. So,
hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to try out a couple different things in life, not just drivers, but in general.
People hate that when you switch drivers like that. I mean, Ty didn't like it either. He
whatever.
Well,
whatever. That's not how you get a fan back.
As I was texting Sam, and I was like, he freaking blocked me, and Sam laughed, and it's like, well, and he eventually unblocked me, but I mean, it's just like a. So man, I got dogged from fans and from Ty.
I mean, it's NASCAR Twitter. If you're not getting dogged by someone, is it even NASCAR Twitter?
Exactly.
You're right.
Let's just say NASCAR Twitter is its own, entity. It's a world universe. Yes. So I can finally see. Yes, I can finally see the comments. So I guess that's been fixed. So I'm sorry myself, but
lots of soft mafia in here. Right now, Emily, Jenny, we're being well represented in the comments.
Hey.
George says hi.
Hey.
Christian says hi. Alan says hi.
So many hi.
Other Deborah says hi.
Winky.
Sarah, people love your accent.
Mhm.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
I love it
I hate
too.
my accent.
It is. It's so
It's
cute.
like everyone's favorite part about me, and it's my like worst. I can't stand it.
No, it's cute. I know what you mean though. Like sometimes when I listen back, when I like edit the episodes, I'm like, oh
It's
God,
horrible.
I sound terrible. I'm like, do I really sound that bad? Because I also like, I think sometimes I'm like, my voice is really deep. What the heck? But my
Yeah.
customer service voice when
Everybody
I'm at work,
hates their voice. I think everybody hates the sound of their own voice.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. I feel like
Tell
I
you
sound
how
like
many
a man.
octaves.
Yeah,
Oh
I was on
no.
the phone with Andrew Sherwin from PET podcast.
Shout out to Andrew. That's
Yeah,
my
hi,
boo.
Andrew, watching. And he's like, I love your accent. And I'm like,
No, you do have an accent.
Yes.
You
I
do
love
have
your
one.
accent. Like, I don't.
We all have a little bit of an accent. I have the weirdest one because it's like half Southern, but then I randomly have words that I'll pronounce very New Yorker, like very like water, coffee, walking,
Oh,
all
I
that.
see.
But
Along
it's like,
O's.
yeah, so it's a little on and off, but
I have a Pennsylvania Dutch accent with some of my words. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't say wash, I have to say wash.
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I know that makes me cringe. No offense to you,
Like
but
no,
I
it's-
had a teacher who used to say that, and he was history, and he would talk about George Washington so much.
Yeah.
I like,
It's not even an R in the word.
I was
there's
like-
R. There's an R in Washington. There is. Washington. I don't even
So-
realize I'm saying it. That's how bad it is.
So is it cart or buggy?
It's a buggy.
It's a
cart.
No, cart.
I've heard buggy.
No,
but
it's a cart.
here.
I thought you were talking about the Amish.
No, like a shopping cart.
Oh,
that
it's
would
a
be
cart.
Deb's mom.
It's a cart.
The Amish would be Deb's mom. She's obsessed.
Yeah, my mom's
Amish
really
lady.
obsessed with the
I just
Amish.
think it's so cute how you guys call it like a buggy. Like I'm gonna go get a buggy for my groceries. Like
I
that's
know
so
it's like a
cute.
little grandma thing. Like it's a little.
Yeah, but all we have is cart.
It's a cart.
I call it a cart. I know someone calls it like a wagon. I'm like, no, you have to push it. You don't pull it. A wagon, you pull. A cart, you push. It's a shopping cart. Okay, so soda, pop, or Coke?
Soda.
Soda.
Soda, same. I don't know anybody that like calls everything. I see. these
Actually, people here in Ohio call it pop, so they
Yeah, they
give me
do.
the stink eye when I say soda. which-
Yeah. Well, like I've never heard of anyone that just calls everything Coke. Like there's these
I've
memes.
met somebody. I was friends with someone in Alabama, and he called everything Coke. Even
Oh.
when he wants like a Dr. Pepper, he's like, "I'll take a Coke, Dr. Pepper." Like I didn't get that at all.
That's
Everything's a
funny.
Coke to him.
That's
Coke
so
is its own
weird.
soda. God.
I
I
know. That's
It's like
like
Coke is
so
its own
Oh, no.
thing.
As
We've,
somebody who waited tables for a long time before I got my X-ray degree, if someone ordered Coke and I gave them a Coke and they got pissed at me, I would be so mad. Be like, you literally said Coke.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
giving
get
you
that at
anything
all.
else.
What
Not
do they
okay.
want? You order a Coke, they expect you to give them Mountain Dew? Like I don't get
Read their
it.
minds.
I don't get it. So we've started a whole thing in the
A whole
chat.
thread. A whole thread.
Whole thread of people saying buggy, cart, pop,
Trolley.
soda, hi. So
Pop in
I know
Michigan.
everybody who said hi.
Okay, Matthew Burrows said Mountain Dew is a very popular Coke in Georgia. Well, obviously. I mean, green Coke, please. All right.
Green Coke.
You'll appreciate this. So I did not know that people did not know what Old Bay wings were.
We had
What?
this discussion.
Yeah, we had this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I messaged Mandy.
Yep.
Because she's like, that's a thing. And I'm like, oh, hold on. There's a plethora of things that you put Old Bay on if you live in Maryland. So I give her this huge. Have you tried any of those yet?
No,
Curious.
I need to try the popcorn one. I've been dying to try that one and putting it on my French fries. I've not tried that
Like,
yet.
Oh, I've had it
I'm
on
not
French
there to
fries.
put Old Bay on that stuff.
I haven't had any of that stuff lately.
Maybe Pennsylvania and other places are not known for their seafood. So
No.
Maryland, though, you are known for seafood. So
Yeah, but
that's
Old Bay like
understandable.
goes on everything. Like
Old Bay is
chicken,
like-
steak.
Salt, pepper, Old Bay.
Down
every
by
table.
your way, Mandy. That's potato chips. They have a crab.
Yep.
It's called the crab chip. That's basically
I've
an Old Bay.
seen that.
Delicious.
Yeah.
It's so freaking good. It's just basically like Old Bay. They just want
I'll have to try that next time. If I see it at Sheets, I'll try it.
When my brother was stationed in Korea, we would literally buy them and send huge boxes of Utz crab chips to Korea because that's
That had to be expensive.
I don't remember. I was like in the first grade. So like can't remember a whole lot about that, but I do remember like massive amounts of Utz crab chips going
I don't think I've ever had an Utz chip in my life.
They're good.
I hear
They're
that they
good.
are good. That's awful for me to hear right now because I just started keto again this week.
No.
So,
Chrissy
all right,
sending each
great.
other pictures of steak all week.
Yeah, she had me drooling over steak all week, and I finally cracked and bought steak yesterday. So
Old Bay
Anyway.
steak.
I don't know, but Deb, you need to try that Old Bay steak.
Have tried that. Do you think that that's not one of the things that I
What do you do? Just put the season on the steak? Do you cook it with it or what?
Yeah,
You do
yeah,
that.
you put it on the steak and you cook it, and then
Like
you put
salt
butter
and
on it.
I didn't know if you.
You know what
That
else is
sounds
really good on
good.
steak? Dill. Dill is really good on steak. Trust me.
Ooh.
I'm weird. I
does
like
sound pretty good.
ranch. I eat
Oh
steak with
yeah.
ranch.
I dip my pizza in ranch.
I do that too.
I can't do it.
Oh, it's so good.
Easton
Especially
would
when
be
it's
so
weird.
Mixing tomato sauce with ranch just doesn't. I can't.
It's good.
In my
it's
head.
good. Well, that's in your head, so
Yeah.
you know what?
There's a whole lot in my head. Like,
Sounds like a whole lot of not my problem.
okay, so is asking us thoughts on Tony Stewart, Clint Boyer in the booth for Xfinity race at Daytona.
I can't wait.
That's gonna
I'm
be amazing.
so freaking excited for that. I saw that yesterday. I was freaking out.
I
He was- 'cause, like,
cannot wait.
Because growing up, my parents' driver was Tony Stewart, so by proxy, like he was my driver growing up, and so I'm just excited for him,
I think it's gonna be
Ed.
so much fun.
I had no
Mhm.
idea.
especially with them two in the booth together.
Yeah, the banter is gonna be
God, I can't.
ridiculous.
Does anybody think that Tony Stewart is gonna get fed up with Clint Boyer's personality?
Yes.
At some point, he's gonna look at him like, "What are you talking about?" and just like look away. The Tony Stewart look. So,
He's
Yeah.
gonna be like
That like
side eye.
yeah, that look.
Tony's
That
got a short fuse a little bit.
Oh, he does.
Oh, that's for sure.
And
That's
I
why
think
I'm wondering.
Clint knows how to get under his skin very easily.
He gets under a lot of people's skin pretty
Yeah.
easily. We love it because we don't have to deal with it all the time. We just see the funniest stuff, but
we just get to see the reactions to his foolishness
his
and
antics.
yeah, giggle about it. Like
love that.
after the Super Bowl last year.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I hope somebody has told him like your recovery time needs to be quick on this one because you've got to announce like really soon after
Mhm.
the Super Bowl this year.
Well,
gonna
I guess
be-
we'll see.
A week, right?
Mhm.
No,
Last
not
time.
even.
Because the
No?
Xfinity race will be on Saturday and the Super Bowl is
Yeah.
Monday. We'll have,
And if
like-
he does like any race hub or any practice or
there actually is going to be practice. I know I saw the schedule that Friday Xfinity is practicing.
yeah,
Oh, that's
so,
nice. Well, they're on the road course, right?
Yes.
For the
Okay.
cash, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Oh,
Not
I
for the
love
first
it.
race, though. That's the second race is the road course.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I need
Yeah,
to write
so-
it down.
lucky Chrissy gets there.
I don't think I'm going to be there for this year. I don't think we're going to the Clash weekend. We were going to go this weekend to the Rolex 24, but I'm not sure if we're still going to go because, we went last year for the first time. That was really cool. But this year it's different. And we're just going, I think, for the 500 this year because we're also going to Miami, which we were supposed to go to last year, but because of COVID, it got rescheduled. So now that it's the next weekend, we're going back to PAX. So we were like, well, let's just save some money. So I'm bummed
Oh,
about that.
somebody is saying he's only got 2 days because the Bush Clash is Tuesday night.
That's what I was
Oh.
thinking. There was like,
Yeah. I knew I was missing something. I just could not remember what that something was, and it's the Clash. And Chrissy Ronan's not gonna go make any.
He's not going to go disappoint anyone, embarrass any drivers this year. He will not reject any flags this year because we will not be there. He secretly cheers for Eric Jones now. Like I ask him, I'm like, oh, who's this? It's Eric Jones. And he'll be like, But then like I catch him watching whenever Eric's on TV, when he's racing, he gets excited for him. He's got his diecast, like he's a closet Jones fan. Oh, and every book Eric Jones read throughout COVID, Ronan watched it. So
Aw.
yeah, he made a lasting impression, even though he embarrassed the ever-loving crap out of me. And I sprained my ankle that night too. It was great. It's a good time. Mom of the year. So speaking about the Daytona 500, who do y'all think is going to win? Sarah, I'm starting with you. Who you got to win? Because I went with you last time.
Quick. That was like answer.
That was quick.
Sorry, I want to keep
I
you on
don't
your
know.
toes.
I was thinking about this beforehand because I know that one of the topics was the predictions or whatever about
Yeah.
this year, and he's not really one of my favorites, but I really think that Denny Hamlin's probably bummed about last year, and part of me just thinks that he's probably gonna have a little fire under his butt. So for some reason, I just feel like he's gonna pull it off, but we'll see.
Yeah, because he didn't really get to like celebrate.
Yeah.
and
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been I don't know, just last year I think he was a little frustrated with how close he got, and then he just kind of fell from under him. I just think he's
Mhm.
gonna have a little bit of motivation this year. So
I
I'm
think
gonna
so.
go with him.
Plus he also wants that 3 in a row, which
Yep.
would be pretty awesome, not gonna lie. And I can't hate too much on Denny because
he's
Ronan,
good.
He is good.
He's a good racer.
He's gotten funny too the last couple years. His
He has.
personality came out of nowhere, and I'm like, wow, you're
How
actually
that
kind of
commercial is
entertaining.
freaking
Yeah,
on like every
whoever
other
wrote that commercial is genius.
Yes,
Because
I
I
love it.
literally, I put Oakley in his PJ the other night that Chrissy gave him with the little crabs all over him. And I'm like, hey,
Crab boy.
Oakley, I like your PJs. And he's like looking at me and wagging his tail. And he thinks
He's like, I know, I'm
something
cute.
exciting. And I'm just,
You're laughing at yourself,
yeah,
cracking yourself. Deb, your hair, I just realized it blends into your shirt.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, should I do it green for the Speedy Cash car for the 500? Because like this
Oh,
is
that would be
out before then.
cool.
So like, am I
Yes.
like, should I get green?
I think you should.
That would look really nice.
That would look sick.
Yeah. Do it.
So you're
Yeah,
lucky.
we
'Cause if I showed up to work with like Napa blue or like Hooters orange hair, my boss would be like, the fuck out of my building. I put up with the nose ring. I'm not having this. Although maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to try it out though.
I go into work with a new color like every 2 months. I
Yeah.
think it's like every 2 months. And now that I found this temporary stuff, it's like all
This is
the
a game
colors,
changer.
Right
All
now.
the colors, all of
all
them.
the colors. And my boss was
Rainbow
just
hair.
like, I guess she sees it on camera. She'll be like, your hair looks cute. I'm like, thanks. And just go on with our business.
That's funny. I love
So,
it. Okay, so hold on. I didn't get to
Chase,
finish.
500.
Sorry, I'm talking for myself. My headphones cut out while Deb started talking, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna awkwardly talk now. Anyway, go ahead.
I asked if you were taking Chase.
Of course I'm taking Chase. I'm gonna pick Chase, but I think Denny will get it. I'm hoping Chase can do it. He's good there. He's figuring out the car and everything. But I think maybe it'll be him and Denny in the end. Only this time Chase will win out. Standing on that hill and dying on it.
Okay. Mandy.
So Sarah and Chrissy kind of took my answer. I was gonna pick Denny. I don't know. I just keep coming back
I
to
mean, you
Denny.
can pick Denny. He's good. Look at that. You can't really see. Look at that smile. That's a
No,
confident man right there. It's a
I have
confident
his-
man.
I have a picture of him and Joey from like 2012 hanging over there.
My hair is cute.
But
That's awesome.
I kind of want Blaney to win too. He's been up there second last year. He was up
Yeah, he was very close.
second like a couple years ago as well.
Mhm.
So I would love to see him win the 500. I know Noah's running it.
Yeah, I'd like to
That's
see Noah win, but
It's his first cup race.
yeah, he'll probably just
And,
feel it out.
Yeah. So I'm picking Denny, hoping Blaney.
That would be a fun one. I'd be happy
Yeah.
with Blaney winning. I can't
Yeah.
be mad at a Blaney win.
Me either.
It'd be a great way to start the season, especially because last season he was running so well in the beginning.
Yeah.
And
And
then
he went
COVID.
downhill. Yep. I
Yeah,
think he
not a good
forgot
day.
how to turn left for a while there. Yeah.
Forgot how to NASCAR.
Yeah. Pretty much. He did.
Alright. Although he wasn't totally awful, but yeah, that
No, he
second half
wasn't.
I
second
think
half was
the
rough.
COVID break changed momentum for a lot of people.
It did.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely Ryan. Definitely Joey fell off for a little bit.
Mhm.
Kyle Bush just.
What happened to him? Where was he?
Mm.
It
I
shows
hate it too
you.
because I wanted him to do good this year.
Mhm.
I mean, it's I used to not like Kyle, but
Yeah, he's
He's-
growing on
he's-
me.
yeah, he's grown on me a lot.
Me
And man,
too.
I hated it for him last year. It was horrible
Yeah.
on him last year.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
started dating him less since 2008. I'm still a little salty, and I'm not even gonna lie about
Salt
the
on.
Dale Jr. incident, but I'm trying to get past it.
Hey, speaking of Dale Jr., I'm going to interrupt you. Where's the bronze bust? We have to do the bronze bust.
Yeah, I see
Y'all
it.
don't even know this thing. I had every episode. Y'all heard it probably. I can't. Look at his face. First of all, why is his nose
School
so
me
pointy?
thought that this was totally awesome. I
But
just
why
want
is
to let
his
you know.
nose so pointy? I mean, I have a big nose, but it's not that pointy.
I mean,
It's creepy. It's super creepy.
But that's Brian Jr. And
I mean, I see it in the hair.
But it just feel like the gold or the bronze really accentuates the wrinkles that probably shouldn't be there at his
yeah, that was
age when
from
that was
his
made.
early
But he
Budweiser
looks
days,
like
so I
he's
don't know
about
where all
45.
those wrinkles came from. You don't even have that.
Maybe
name.
too much Budweiser.
I don't know. Okay, Jenny, 500 pick.
I really have no idea. I haven't really been paying that much attention to Cup the last few years because I've been so into Xfinity. But I know I will be rooting for Anthony. This will be his
Yes.
debut.
Yes.
Gate, so I'm really excited to see what he can bring. And hopefully he'll run well. So looking forward to watching him.
Did you get to hear the interview with him and Corey LaJoy the other day on Sirius XM?
No, unfortunately I missed it, but I heard it was really good.
It was
Mm.
really, really good. Like, Corey was giving him some really good advice. And I really like Corey LaJoy anyway. I think he's a
Mhm.
wonderful
Yeah.
guy. And we've had him on, and he was super
So
awesome
cool.
with us.
Well, Corey, I only really started paying attention to Corey last year because his spotter, David Pepper, is the spotter for Tommy Joe. So
Yeah.
I figured that out about midway through the season last year. And so I started tuning in on the scanner because I just love Pepper. He's like the best spotter ever. And I started listening to Corey and Pepper on Sundays. So
I
yeah,
like it.
Corey too. Just because hopefully he's brought Pepper back with him for this year. I don't know. I haven't heard.
I just thought of something. We don't have Derek this year for Anthony.
I don't know what.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
No, who's his spotter?
That's a good question. I have not seen that announced.
Oh no. No, I'm sad because I didn't realize that we were losing Derek, and I really like these two together. That sucks.
Yes, that was one of the first things I think. Who was it? Emily
The other,
or the other Deb? Yes.
yeah, the other Deb is like gonna be heartbroken.
I'm so sorry.
She loves Derek. So.
She
All right.
loves
R.I.P.
him.
R.I.P. that relationship. I know.
Emily.
Yes.
Me and Emily are having a problem right now. We're going
Uh-oh.
through a little bit of a crisis.
I
Identity.
just realized that Emily matches her background.
She does.
I'm twinning with Cardi B and Deb.
That is an astounding
Just-
combination. Winning combination.
That-
Okay.
That's
love it.
fantastic.
I don't know why it took me
I
so
never
long because
even-
I've been
this
staring
is-
at Cardi B this whole time, like on and off. I'm like, I can't not look at her. And then I finally go, wait a second.
You
That's
didn't
the
realize it.
same. Sorry, continue. Sorry, ADD squirrel. Anyway. Deb knows.
So I guess you know who I'm rooting for the 500. Also, definitely. And also, Austin Dillon.
I love
Yes,
that.
I do love-
TV one.
I love
Austin
him.
Dillon's grown on me.
He's my second pick. I've hands down to Austin.
I love it. So I see some comments. Hold on. Kyle Busch is still trying to win the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
And then
He
Kyle
can
Busch.
keep trying.
And then he said that Alan said Kyle Busch has always had a hangover, had a Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl 51-esque hangover after winning that champion. Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Took me a minute to figure that out. Sorry. Christian said he's picking Matt DiBenedetto, hopefully Austin Dillon. And for his other driver, Chase Briscoe. I'm excited to see Chase Briscoe in Cup. He is
Yeah,
such
me
a good
too.
dude.
That's
Yep.
gonna be
Like,
good.
how could you not love Chase Briscoe?
I know.
And I can like Austin Dillon again now that the curse of Austin Dillon winning has officially been broken from my household.
That's good.
If you've not heard me talk about this before.
Oh, it's a Debbie Downer, but it's a good one.
okay. So Austin Dillon wins, my cat dies.
Oh no.
8 months later, Austin Dillon wins, my dog dies.
Oh my god.
Austin
These
Dillon
are-
goes to win this
This is
year.
a
and
great
I'm
party
taking
story.
everybody to the vet. Everybody's going to the doctor. Everybody's getting checked out because I'm not losing another one to Austin
He's like,
Dillon.
it's
Can I
COVID
change my
this year, I
answer?
swear to God. But COVID, if
No,
my cat
gosh.
gets COVID.
He won. So the curse has been broken.
Good. Oh my gosh.
So
Praise Jesus, because if Oakley would have died, I would have been so mad.
you haven't even met him yet. Not in person.
I'm just
But
saying.
yeah, so that the curse of Austin Dillon was a very
It was rough.
That's a bad curse.
because
It
like
was really sad to laugh at. I'm not
Like,
gonna lie. When she
how
first
does
told
that
me, I
work?
felt bad for laughing. I was like,
that's 8 months apart, totally different scenarios, everything. But I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but I'm a little weary of that whole. I was very, very weary of it. So like anytime like it was 5 laps to go and Austin Dillon was running like in the top 5, I'd be like, okay, let me get my phone. I gotta call the vet. I gotta get people in now because
You were like Austin Dillon's like biggest hater.
huh?
Like every time that Austin wins, you're probably like his biggest hater. Like, dang it, I'm gonna lose somebody now. Thanks, Austin.
The first
like,
time
great,
I
now
checked-
somebody in my family is gonna die. Thanks a lot, Austin. Who is it this time? Let's shuffle. Let's roll the dice.
yeah, so now that it's over, I can like Austin Dillon again. But therefore, me and him didn't get along because I didn't want him to win. Because I didn't want to know what was going to happen next. I didn't know if we were going to upgrade from animals to people. I didn't know, I didn't know what was going to happen. So I was just like,
Well, I guess it's a good thing he hasn't won a championship yet, because that might have been the upgrade.
Yeah.
But now that the curse is broken, it won't be upgraded.
So there you go.
Hashtag silver linings.
people think that's hilarious. Thanks, guys.
Please get Austin Dillon on this podcast.
Oh my! You have to
I might
tell
have to
him.
apologize
Hook me
to
up
him.
when he comes on
Wait,
this
listen,
podcast.
I'll be like, I'm sorry I hate you, but
You killed 2 of my
Understand.
animals.
If someone like just died while he was on the podcast, that would be like an official, like, no, get away from me. I'm done.
he sees me coming in the garage. She's like, oh no, that's that lady that thinks I killed all her animals. Gotta go the other way.
Meanwhile, Austin Dillon hears this clip and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with them?" Oh God,
It felt like a really real thing for me. I just,
she had PTAD, post-traumatic Austin Dillon.
Oh my god.
I've drank too much for this.
Actually,
John says RCR is going to have a big resurgence.
cheers, Sarah.
What do we think RCR this season? I know what Emily thinks. Emily likes it.
Yeah.
I think Reddick's going to be good this year.
I like
hope
him.
So yeah.
I do. I
like
like,
him.
him too.
I liked him
Um,
Jr. a whole lot.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Austin Dillon, I can't hate a win as long as nobody dies. I actually really like Austin Dillon. Fun fact, he was the first NASCAR driver I ever met. Like, that was at Daytona. And he was super, super sweet. Like, we saw him and he autographed the hat for the boys and he gave him knuckles through the little window at Daytona, you know, those windows with the, so it wasn't really, I didn't really meet him, but I did.
You met
Anyway.
him.
Yeah. So he was super, and ever since then I was like, okay, I like him. He was nice to the kids.
Okay, that gives us a topic. Have you met a driver and who is it? Or if you've met many, who was your first?
Who's gonna go first? Jenny. I don't know. I did random.
I have not met a driver yet. However, I was out in Kansas City last July visiting with my best friend who lives there, and the races were there that weekend. And I did get to meet Tommy Joe's crew chief at the time, and some of the other guys, the guy that drives his hauler, and another guy that works in the car. So that was really neat and fun. But
That's
I'm hoping to meet the drivers this year. We'll see.
Let's
I'll
hope.
say fingers. Crossing.
Big fingers.
Yeah, Kansas didn't allow anybody in I had tickets to the race, but they did not allow fans. So
Yeah.
Wow.
We officially have tickets for Charlotte if it happens.
If anybody's
you
going
know.
to Charlotte,
Yes.
we are gonna
Sarah.
go to Charlotte
oh,
together.
fun.
You like
Yeah,
the dance?
I'm probably going to Charlotte. It's literally right down the road from my work.
Yes.
So
We're gonna
Oh,
get an
my
Airbnb together. You'll have to come over. Yay.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it for the 600 or the Roval?
600. I wish the Roval. Maybe
Oh, that's
next
gonna be
year we'll do the
good.
Roval.
Robo will be
We'll
fun.
switch because it's kind of
Rover
like
courses.
meet in the middle for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 7.5-ish hours, which is funny because I remember looking it up when I stayed in Atlanta over summer for those 5 weeks. I was going to go drive up to Charlotte for a weekend, but COVID, so there was no point. But it was only 3 hours away. But anyway, Atlanta is like where I lived is like 9.5 hours, but it's only like 7 hours to Charlotte. So
That's not bad at all.
hey, I'll take it.
And
That's
it's about 6.5 for me.
yeah.
So it's
I've-
about as close to the middle as we could probably have gotten.
Yeah. I've done the drive to Charlotte and it was forever. I don't even know how
Forever.
long it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
because
10 plus hours. Yeah.
you're like 3 hours above me.
Yep.
Mhm.
So it's like 9 or 10 for you.
Yeah. It was a long drive. And driving through Virginia is horrible.
It's so
81
long.
is a killer.
Yeah, it is. I
is-
hate 81.
And
Yeah, I
driving
took that home
to-
from New York. I drove straight through from New York one day.
Mm-mm.
Worst decision of my life. I was
Yep.
half delirious, an hour from my house. But anyway, drove through Virginia. The only cool thing about the drive was that I happened to be coming through the mountains during the sunrise. So I was like, ee. Other than
Yeah.
that, it was like,
It can be pretty, but it sucks.
But
Yeah.
once an accident happens, forget it. Just
Yeah.
mhm.
We were on our way to Martinsville one year, and I was going about 75 in the fast lane, and it was like getting dusk, and I hit a deer
Oh my god.
in the fast lane
Killed Bambi.
Oh,
because like it missed the truck in front of me because it was following a tractor trailer. But no, listen, it didn't hurt my car, except the like headlight was wonky
But
afterwards.
you killed the
No,
deer.
No, I think I just clipped it because there's literally like no damage. There was just a little
Okay, so
piece.
you're happy that he's walking around with like his rear end not working. His back is probably
He was in the middle of the
dragging-
meeting. I'm sure
he's
a tractor
dragging
trailer
his
came
legs
along and
behind
helped
him.
him afterwards.
God,
Did,
this just
uh,
keeps getting worse.
Was this when like Austin Dillon won Xfinity Series race or what?
Oh my god.
I had to.
Oh,
It was an animal.
that's beautiful.
Austin Dillon.
Oh my god. Okay,
Okay,
that was
I'm
good.
never gonna look at Austin Dillon the same.
No.
way.
No, I'm not.
Sorry, Austin.
damn, you guys are really gonna make me question my fandom.
I think we're gonna make him ever question wanting to come on this show. He'll be like, "What happens
Okay.
if I appear? Is a pig
Emily,
gonna
who'd you
fly?"
meet? We're way off, Bambi. Sorry. Emily, have you met anybody who you want to meet? What do we
No, I have not met anybody, but I guess like my dream, obviously you know who my dream drivers would be, but I also want to meet Clint, hands down.
Yes. Oh,
I
I,
s-
met Clint. He's hilarious. Hilarious. Sorry, I totally brain farted that I met him. I'm sorry.
I met
Met
him
him-
in Daytona in February.
Yes.
You
Oh,
too?
No, I met him in Nashville. Sorry, I was just
Oh,
saying
yeah.
yes to you meeting him. I said I was trying to. We were in the back alley of a bar. We met Junior, Clint Boyer, and Ryan Blaney. I got to put my arms around both of them. Sorry, ladies, it was pretty awesome.
We only care about Blaney.
Yeah.
He smelled nice. He was on my left
smells
side over
amazing.
here.
Yeah.
It's my, not gonna lie, that picture is my background at work when I log into my computer. Because Junior put his arm around my husband, like, yeah, man, like they're best friends. They were all drinking. It was hilarious. And they were like, what are you doing back here? Because it was like a back alley. And I was like, I had to pee because we were trying to walk from the first night. They had like this Rascal Flatts concert. and then I had to pee, but they would not let us in. Whole nother story. So I had to go walk to this bar, but I had to walk around the front to go use their bathroom, and that's where we ran into them. And Clint's like, "Why are you trying to pee in a back alley?" So most awful picture of me ever got taken while I was mid laugh. So I'm like, terrible. Thankfully, they took extra pictures, and there was one where I looked human. So anyway, sorry to. Anyway, it was awesome.
Sarah?
Have not met any drivers personally. They pretty close enough with Sam and Daniel that they're friends of mine. But as far as personal, I think the closest I've is not even met, but like when I was little, my mom met Mark Martin and actually got him to sign a little happy birthday thing for me when I was like 6. So I
You still
remember
have
that. It was like, well, my mom met him, but I mean, it's good enough for me because
But if you still have it, you need to-
thing and put my name on it, so it was good enough for me.
You
But
need to tweet that and tag him if you still
Yeah,
have it.
I'm still a big Mark Martin fan. I still follow him on Twitter and everything. He was my first driver when I was little. I used to walk around the house in my dad's really big, oversized Mark Martin t-shirts, and yeah, he was my first driver. So that
Sounds
was
like me and my
big
dad.
for me. Yeah.
But with
Oh,
Dale,
that.
that was me. Like we'd hang out on Sundays in our Earnhardt stuff, and we'd watch the
Yeah.
race.
I didn't do that with my dad. He fell asleep with NASCAR on.
Oh, no. I was just
He
talking
only
about
left it on
this.
if he was flipping the channels and happened to fall asleep with.
See, with my dad, like, okay, so I really became a NASCAR fan well into my adulthood. My dad's a lifetime NASCAR fan. He's 72. But when I was a kid growing up, we had one TV in the house. And Dad was the king of the TV on Sundays. And
Of course.
if I wanted to watch something, it's like, the NASCAR race is on. And so I actually kind of resented NASCAR when I was a little kid. Like I wanted to watch, something, and it would be like, oh, there's only 20 more laps. It'll be over soon. And then like 2 hours later, because of all the cautions. So that's my childhood memory of NASCAR.
Wow.
Sorry,
What a
it went
turn
down
of
the
events.
went down the wrong pipe.
So I have a weird experience from Pocono. My dad took me to my first race at Pocono. And we took like our whole family. Like most of my brothers went, my uncles went, my grandma went, and I was like 6-ish. So I was like not amused. Like I was like, cool NASCAR. But at the same time, like it's hot and it's a long day. And if you've ever been to Pocono in the summer, it sucks.
Yeah.
Not a good time. I mean, the racing is great, but like it's hot, even in PA. So I'm underneath the bleachers with my grandma for the end of the race. And I don't know if they've changed this or not, Mandy, because I've never been back since this happened.
Oh, I remember this story. This is
So
a good
the
one.
bleachers, grandstands had, stuff could come down through them at that point.
Oh, they still can.
Okay. So it's the end of the race and I'm down underneath with my grandma, and
That's the worst place to be at the end of a race.
yeah, we didn't know until this happened. People start dumping their coolers out.
That's what they do.
So ice water is going down my grandma's back.
Oh, grams.
And all of a sudden she starts word vomiting all these words that 6-year-old me had never heard before. So, first time I'd ever heard my grandma use language like that. And let me tell you, it was colorful. I can still remember. And I'm going to be 30. So 24 years later, I can still remember
You've been
my
scarred.
grandma with wet shirt going nuts. And we haven't been back since.
Oh, well, it was hot and it was ice water, right? So you got to cool down.
Yeah,
Unless it was
grandma
like
wasn't
nighttime.
amused at all.
Yeah.
Grandma was
I
not
didn't know
having
what
that.
happened. Oh, hi.
I
This
thought
is-
I heard Gino meowing.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I
he's-
heard some meowing over there.
Oh,
Yeah, he likes to come
She
in
knows-
sit on my lap while we record.
He's an attention cat,
Yeah,
to put it nicely.
big boy.
He's a big boy.
So,
Are
Chrissy,
you
you
look-
got any questions?
Oh, I was looking at the chat. Apparently we got 3 subscribers so far during this show. Awesome. Cool. Hi, thank you. Ashley said her stepdad is who got her into the sport, and he was a Gordon fan. Alan says he's not totally sure when he got into NASCAR, but he's been a fan for his whole life. He feels, especially since Jimmy Johnson's first start was the same week as his birth. That makes me
Wow.
happy.
I don't know if I'm supposed to feel good about that or bad about that.
At first, I was like birthday, but he said birth. So
Birth. I was born the same day Bill Elliott won the Southern 500.
nice. I haven't
I
looked
was
up.
born the same day Dale Earnhardt won one of the duels.
I was born on a Tuesday, so there was no racing.
I
know that
born on a
surprised to find
Thursday.
out that my birthday had been on a Sunday and that there was racing, because usually it's too early for racing. I don't know, like lately if you've noticed, but it's usually like 16th, 17th, 20th, 21st. So
Mhm.
last year when it was like, they were like, oh, Daytona's going to be February 15th. I was like, Speed Week's my birthday.
Yeah,
Finally.
yeah,
So that's why I flew down last year.
of course. But... Whoa!
Mom, stop talking, Mom.
Apparently.
Gino said, "That's enough. That's enough, Mom. You need to use your hands to pet me. Thank you."
Of course, he'd be this needy when I'm doing it live. Like, he's usually like on the microphone, but not like,
On your lap. Like usually
Yeah.
we get a tail here and there that's just like passing around.
Yeah.
But he's full on clingy.
I don't know what's going on with you.
He's like a
Mhm.
needy ex. Like, please give me attention.
Alan, it is going to feel weird not seeing Jimmy on the racetrack this year, but I'm
Yeah.
going to drop an unpopular opinion and say that I really, really like the Ally paint scheme this year.
I
Me
love it.
too.
You either
I
love
love the
it
That's
blue.
not
or
an
you like-
unpopular opinion.
Girl,
I think everyone loves it.
I think
It's pretty
everybody
cool
loves that
looking.
scheme.
the
I love
pump
that they added the
teal.
blue.
Yes.
Yeah, the teal.
Did you
Mhm.
see his name on the door? It's blue and purple. I love it.
It's like
It is beautiful.
heart
Yeah.
emojis.
Like I need to get that
Good looking
die
scheme.
cast.
Mhm.
Best scheme of 2021.
Yep.
Mhm.
Hands
Call
down.
it now.
I don't know. I really like Byron's too, and I know that that's weird.
No.
No.
I like it.
No.
I like
It's
it.
not, it reminds me
Big
of like the
fail.
90s.
It reminds me of crayons. Like I don't know why, but
It is
Like the
colorful.
Like your
Crayola.
kids
Yeah,
just
like
colored
you
in
open up the
scheme and
box.
said, "Here you go."
yeah. Exactly. Like no.
It kind of screams like 90s retro, not like paint scheme, but like the colors, like the vibrant.
Yeah.
Not saying the paint scheme
Like
is a
Jeff
retro,
Gordon
but like
paint color vibes.
kind of, but like also just like the colors of the 90s were like neon everything. And
Yeah. I think Suarez has a neon car for the 500 and looks really nice.
I liked the neon yellow that Penske started using instead of just the regular yellow on like Blaney's car. Speaking of neons.
Yeah, that like
I like
highlighter
that.
yellow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was
Yeah,
cool.
no.
That one.
I have one. Do you want to see it? Okay, let me grab it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, I forgot to use my caution flag. Here's wait.
Like this yellow one.
Yeah.
I think this is
I
his
love
pretty
it.
neat.
dual. Yeah. it's
Here's
like
our
this
flags.
one.
This yellow on this piece of sheet metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of yellow, woo!
I think that's the only yellow one of his I have.
Forgot to bust out the caution flag. This is $25 at Daytona, and they're already falling apart because my child doesn't know what "don't break your" means.
I really like Anthony's Speedy Cash scheme.
Yes,
Yes,
it's bright and
I
happy.
I
love it.
love that green a whole lot.
That green is, I love it. just
I
love
am
that green.
impatiently
Pretty.
waiting for Front Row to give us
I want merch. I
purpose.
just want
I'm
merch.
sure they're working on it. I'm sure
Hashtag
they're
I don't know that they quite realized what they were in for.
they're
When they
learning.
saw all of us getting for Twitter, they probably think, "Oh, Neptune, these
Like,
that's the sauce
Huxley,
mafia."
like, every
okay.
day.
Hey, you know what? But he loves us because I'm newer to it, but I can't. How could
Yeah,
you not like
I
him?
quickly converted her to
Yeah. Well, when we had him on the show, immediately I was like a puddle. I was like, just
He's so genuine. Like they're just
Yeah.
he's
Yes.
so
like he's just such like a
nice.
genuine like
Yes.
kid. I don't want to say kid, but like I don't know.
No, he's excited and like has those naive, not that he's naive, but you know, like the everything
Yeah.
is wonderful, like stars in the eyes, like
rookie
but so
excitement.
appreciative for his opportunity instead of like someone who's just like, yeah, I'm in club.
And
Yeah.
especially like considering that like his first year of Cup, even though like just like leading up to it, he still hasn't changed. you know,
Yeah.
he's still
Yeah.
appreciative that he got the opportunity. He's still
He still
appreciative.
likes all our posts and our comments and
Yeah.
interacts with us.
Yep. Every time I
Yeah.
post on his Facebook, like, or like comment something, he replies. I'm sure he does for all of you. It's just, and it's just like, it's one of those moments you're like, "Ah, he cares about his fans. And I don't think that's going anywhere, you know, which
And
is
it was super fun to do those Christmas presents for him.
Yeah.
I know,
Yes,
I love
I was-
that. If you guys do it next year, I'm totally in. I love it.
I think
I'm
it might have to be a thing now.
It
It's
has
totally
to
a
be.
thing, a whole ass thing. I love that.
Alan
Okay.
says he wishes that Lionel would get to offer more diecasts from smaller teams. Yes.
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 100%.
Because we had to get them all custom made.
That must have taken a while and some money.
Yeah. Emily,
Yeah.
you were the lead on that, weren't you?
Well, also myself and Joey Beasley, he's also another mod for Anthony. We actually thought about this back in September.
Yeah,
this
I remember when
took a
you
while.
reached out to me, it was like,
like the end of August, beginning of September, because
Yeah.
like we all wanted to get like, you know, at first he was like, you know, what do you want to do this idea? And I'm like, yeah, of course, you know, let's go for it. So then like immediately once we figured it out, I was messaging everybody that I knew that would be involved, you know, that would like to be involved, being like, hey, we're gonna do a big surprise project for Anthony. Do you want in on it? Yes, I got a Discord server going. We'll explain everything there. And you know, everyone pitched in, you know, to the project. And I also wanted to extend the offer to like anybody else if they wanted to make stuff or to like, you know, we had
Include anything.
yeah, pretty much. We had like, you know, I made a set of charms for him. There was a member that got custom M&Ms made for him with his logo on it, which is so freaking cool.
That's so
It was
cool.
so freaking cool. And we also had two members. His name is Puffsley and Adrian Maida. They also made like a hero card for him to put on the back of one of the boxes.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it was so fun
Aw.
seeing everybody contribute in some way. Also, we had Kristen, Optotech is her name. She also made our Christmas card for us. It was just like a cool little project to include everybody on. And
yeah.
I
Kristen says they were amazing in the chat, so she's listening.
Well, we'll have to just
Hey,
have
guys.
Anthony back on one day and then surprise, bring the girls on. We could do like one of these.
I asked questions from y'all last time.
Yeah, he
yeah.
loved
was
it. He
like-
loved it.
I was screaming. I was like all caps. You guys.
She
Answer.
fangirled when we got off. She was like, not like, just like over the fact that she got to include you in that and like have you guys part of it. Like she was so excited. It was so cute.
Like, because at the time, like I was like in a crunch week for school. It was like my first semester of the master's program for my school, and like I was taking a break just to like get everything sorted out for school. But then like I checked my phone. I had Deb blowing up my phone. I had Jenny blowing up my phone. I had other Deb blowing up my phone. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? And then that's when it happened. And I'm like, oh my god, yes, of course.
was like finding her on Facebook. I was finding her on like Instagram. I was like, I'm about to do a people search for her cell phone number. Like I can find some stuff out here. Like we got to get her involved in this.
I love that.
And I
That's so fun.
appreciate it.
It
He
was.
seemed to
it was
really
fun.
love it. Oh my gosh. That probably like made his entire like week. That's so sweet. I love it.
Okay, so one of the topics we have is not a fun one, but one we should probably talk about anyway. Issues we've faced as female fans. And do you have a solution for some of them?
Where do we start?
Let me get
Hmm.
a sip of drink for this one.
Amen.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, so where do we want to start? Who wants to start? Does anybody have a story? Deb, what do you think? I'm picking at random.
I heard the story.
Okay, so Emily, you seem like you had a story. So I'm gonna go.
Emily-
Not really.
I
Or a
included
scene
you in
witnessed
that
or
thing, didn't
something.
I? Yeah, I included you in the
Mhm.
story. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like growing up with, you know, my parents, like, because my parents by trade, they own an auto body supply shop. And, you know, they've been in the auto body business for 50 combined years. And with my mom, she's been in it since, you know, the 80s. And like when she first started in that field, there wasn't like a lot of women in that field. So with that, she had to, you know, put up with a lot. And, you know, I guess growing up as well, she also instilled the fact of like, you know, standing up for yourself and being like that independent woman, you know. And plus with her being a NASCAR fan, like when I was little, she and my dad also, you know, they got me both into it. And, you know, like one of the pictures that I submitted for Deb's article, it was when we went to it was actually a business trip that my parents took with Sem Adhesion, and we went to the Hall of Fame. And like one of my memories was like, you know, the pit simulators that they had. And it was just so cool because like mom and I were doing like the pit simulators there. But you know, in like seeing like NASCAR Twitter, I mean, I've, you know, never been a part, like I've never experienced firsthand like, you know, just like the discrimination and like how
Yeah.
women are treated. But I have seen a lot of my close friends being subject to that. And it's just so unnecessary. You know, I just can't get over like we're all, I guess, you know, we're all fans of the same sport. We're fans of the same drivers. It's just like, why couldn't we just get along and just talk, you know, talk like we're friends in real life? You know,
Right.
you know, I guess not naively thinking, but I guess it's just like, why there's, you know, why do we have to keep carrying
Why
on
do
like
we get
that,
looked
you know?
down upon?
Exactly,
Because they're
you know?
female? Like, what makes us any different than any other fan? Obviously, we know what makes us different physically,
Mhm.
but being a fan, anybody should be happy and open and welcoming to fans, because the more fans in NASCAR, especially when people are currently like, oh, NASCAR is dying in 2 years, 5 years, NASCAR is going to be gone. Like, the more fans you see, the happier you should be. And it doesn't matter who they are, their color, their size, their anything. Like, knock it off.
And you know, like, because I was like, I remember like with the article, you know, I remember that was one of the questions you'd asked me. It was like, what solution could we have with that? You know, it's almost like, I think that's one of the most welcoming things to me was seeing other female fans and just being like, there's women like me. And you know, especially it's also welcoming to see like when other women like the same driver as me. It's like a fangirl bond kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Like, it was really cool. Like, because like Anthony had just randomly liked one of my tweets. I had no idea who he was, what he was, anything. He just saw a tweet
What
that
he
I put
was.
the number 21 in. And the next thing you know, like, I'm like, why did Anthony offer to like one of my tweets? And then he was like, because I'm a 21 too, hashtag fast Boston. I was like, you sold me on the hashtag.
And that's how I found you, because like I was following him and then like I saw like you in my feed and I'm like, hey, she's a fan of him too. And I just like I just randomly followed you and I started like liking your stuff. It sounds bad, but
I don't think so. Like, that's just
but that's how you get to know people, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
and like I've built like, I don't know. There's a whole group of us. There's a group of us on Facebook. Like, there's a group of us. Like, and there's a lot of females in that group.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fun to be able to just talk racing, like, and say whatever you want about the race or whatever, and you're not getting judged for it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that goes on in private messages and groups and things like that. But it's just really nice to.
Where did Chrissy go?
Yeah, she disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Wait, she's coming back. Okay. Anyway, it's really nice just to be able to, you know, have people who understand you, and, you know, you can throw a bad take out there and they're like,
Oh yeah, they attack you
don't
for it.
quite agree with
Mhm.
that, but you know, it's okay.
Exactly. You know, that's like another thing that I never understood, because like I'm always outspoken as it is. You know, I'm respectful of everybody else's opinion, but like if I have a differing opinion, I'm gonna say it. You know, like I'm not gonna, I guess for lack of terms, I'm not gonna hold my tongue because somebody's not gonna like that. You know, but like with the fan group that I have, not just with the Sauce Mafia, but like with just NASCAR fans in general, like I've fortunate in the experience of like, you know, talking with people and saying like, well, what do you think about this? You know, like having that differing opinion, you know, just generating a healthy discussion is just the key to, you know, just getting along. And
Yeah,
you
and
know,
there
just
can be a healthy discussion. Like, it doesn't have to be.
like it doesn't have to go escalating either.
Yeah.
It's just hard. It's really hard
Mhm.
because there's a lot of like buttons people can push, but then what was that one? But it's a lot easier easier to just try to scroll and move on. Support each other. We're in NASCAR. I mean, who cares?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
I think one
sorry,
of
my thing froze for a minute.
the I was just gonna say, I think like one of the problems is there's this misconception that the only possible reason that women would like NASCAR is because they have the hots for one of the drivers. And it's like, we can like cars that go fast too.
Let me roll my eyes back
Mhm.
even harder.
Yeah.
I got one of the things I got, I have a friend who is on Tommy's pit crew. He's a rear tire changer, and he sent me a set of lug nuts from one of Tommy's races this year. And I'm telling you, those lug nuts, I would much rather have. They're prettier to me than any diamond will ever be. I love them. So it's like the coolest souvenir I've ever gotten. But I dealt with the same thing in the horse racing industry. It's, unfortunately, with the jockeys and the trainers, there's always women that are leeching onto them.
Yeah.
As they do. But, it's like people for me, like, oh, there's this blonde girl, I always kind of got treated like, it's just this dumb blonde. And then once people started knowing me, by the time I left there, I was like the person that everyone came to for various things when they had questions, because I just started learning everything.
Yeah.
It was the way that I dealt with it was, okay, I'm not just a dumb blonde. I can actually solve your problem that you're having right now.
Exactly.
So I really felt like I did gain a lot of respect over the 10 years that I worked there.
That's awesome. Sarah, what about you? Do you have any situations?
I think my whole time on Twitter has just been a big situation.
Let me read.
I have like 150 plus people blocked. I think
That's good for you.
Yeah.
It works. You block the negativity out, they can't really do anything to you.
Mhm.
But
Amen.
Yep.
but it's mostly, I think it kind of goes hand in hand with people thinking that I like necessarily wanting to date drivers, not realizing that that's not what I'm there for. Just as much as it is kind of like they kind of overanalyze my passion for the sport.
Yeah.
Especially now that first I thought it was bad with Alex, but now actually being friends personally with two drivers who are younger than me, people kind of take that and twist it into something it's not, instead of it just being like they're friends and they're drivers. And when we talk, that's usually what it's about. It may be about personal stuff, but it's not like I'm not trying to date my drivers. It's friendly communication. We're friends. But I mean, people really harp on girls about, if they're talking or interacting with a driver and it's their driver, well, they must be trying to date them. And it's like, I see guys get just excited about, Jimmy or Alex or any of them just liking their tweet or, retweeting them or anything like that. It's just that same excitement is what we feel when we're interacting with our drivers.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the same type of thing. Like,
it's
go
the
ahead.
same thing. It's not, I mean, females are a little bit more emotional.
Yeah.
But we're emotional about everything. I get emotional if there's a dirty fork in my sink after I started the dishwasher.
But me being friends with two of them, I'm going to support them a little bit harder because they're not just my drivers, but they're friends. And people really just take that and run with it.
I think a lot of people might be jealous, in my opinion, because
they are.
That's what I've told her.
Yep.
People will say hateful things if they're unhappy in their life, and they want to make you feel bad because they think your life looks better than theirs, whether it is or not. Everyone usually kind of posts their highlight reel. So those that are miserable will see someone else happy and they'll want something they have. So therefore somebody might be jealous. You're friends with two drivers and be like, oh, well, she must be blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
same type of thing. Having guy friends.
I'm blessed. I want to also that I'm not blessed because I shouldn't even have these two friendships to begin with. That's always how I've felt about it. But at the same time, and one of these drivers that I'm a little bit more close with, he told me, look, negativity, block it out. Like at the end of the day, what you have, you're not going to lose it. So if what they say isn't going to change it, why focus on it? And so
exactly.
To be honest, to any fangirl, whether they're new or they're old or however long they've been in the sport, it's like I've had so many people tell me that, but when it came from him, and it's every time that I would run back to him with, this is what somebody said about me, or this is what somebody said about me and you, And every single time he would be like, look, just block them and move on.
Yeah.
You won't ever
They
hear
say
from
let it
them again,
roll
just
off your
block 'em,
back.
and it works. But that's
Yes.
I
Black,
figure out that
black,
that's the
black, black.
solution, man. You just ignore it and keep doing your thing. And I mean, the friends that are going to be there, other fangirls, drivers, they're going to be there no matter
Mhm.
what the haters say. So
The people that have nasty things to say usually don't have much else going on, and they don't matter.
No, they don't.
So
No, they
we've
just let
all
it
had our
go
fair
down.
share, and it's just like,
Yeah. Like, I just don't understand why it's hard for people to comprehend it. You know, like if you're scrolling through and you see something you don't like,
keep scrolling.
Just
Mhm.
go. Just keep
Yeah.
going.
or
You know?
if you're
them,
tempted to
block
say
them.
something,
like
hit the button, like
you
Deb
don't have
said,
to see it.
mute, block, whatever.
Yep.
Like you don't
Not
have to
hard.
because chances are they don't care what your opinion is anyway.
No.
Yeah, they're not going to change your mind. So it's not, it's absolutely. And that's why I just don't even bother interacting with drama anymore. Cause it's like, look, you're not going to change their mind. They're not going to change yours.
They're just going to find more and
So-
more things to say back to you to make you mad. And at that point, they're not even talking reasoning. They're just spitting things to piss you off, to get you fired up.
Exactly.
We've all been there. We've all seen it.
Yeah. I've
Hashtag
had my
NASCAR Twitter.
share.
I mean, especially like ever since I was younger, it was the same thing, even just having guy friends. And I was doing drag racing, and I wanted to learn how to work on cars and the Mustangs and all that was how I got into it. And I just always was mocked. And like the guy friends that I hung out with, my brother's friends, all those people, they had my back, all that was great. But anytime I would go and it was like I was online ready to go to run, it's like you would go to our local drag strip and run test and tune nights just for fun. People would mock and laugh at me, call me Barbie because I used to be blonde. Paris Hilton. Yeah, that was fun. I was like, really? So they just want to judge and talk shit. And most times we can probably drive cars better than they can with heels on. So
And me and you can relate on the on that because I collected Hot Wheels instead of Barbies when I was young and
Yeah.
got down to the drag strip, went to automotive school, and it's we get some hard knocking on stuff
Mhm.
like that for liking cars. It's rough. That's a whole
You have
different thing outside of NASCAR. Yeah.
yeah.
People
Yep.
pull up beside me and they're shocked that I'm a female driving the car, and it's like,
Mhm.
oh no. It's
I've been asked, is
2021.
that your husband's car? And I'm like, my
No.
car. Is that real? Because it's a Celine. It's a legit, genuine Celine. And they're like, is that real? Did your husband buy that for you? Did he build that for you? I'm like, it's a real car. I paid it off. Thank you very much. Go fuck yourself. Goodbye. Like, how hard is that to comprehend?
Hey, thanks. Bye.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to play off the idiot, like at a burnout thing. Like Hooters used to do this burnout contest before Fun Ford Weekend, back when that was a thing. And like I pulled up, I had a convertible, and they're like, "Oh, Paris, don't break a nail." And I like hair flip, and then I did a burnout, and everyone wanted to buy me a drink after that. I was like, "See ya." I'm here with no one. I'm leaving with no one but my car. Goodbye. Anyway.
Drew from Sauce said, "It's cool to see women involved as fans in NASCAR. I keep trying to get my way in NASCAR, but no luck yet." And George, also Sauce Mafia, said, "Same, no luck here either. It looks like we just all us girls need to spend some time with some of these women and tell them,
Mhm.
this is
Come
fun.
join us.
Yeah.
Come join us.
Come to the dark
Over.
side. It's
Like,
fine.
we're happy to have you over here."
That's why I'm trying to start the whole hashtag like women of NASCAR. Like I want to find one hashtag that women, if they're fans of NASCAR, can, find us, find the group of women that are like, yes, come to our family. We will welcome you with open arms.
Yep.
No judgment. It's a judgment-free zone. Here's some wine. Here's NASCAR. Have a great day. Like, it's
Here's
it's
some
so-
NASCAR. Here's some pictures of our dogs.
a lot of pictures of our dogs.
Pictures of our dogs. Like, let's just have a good time. Like, that's what we're here for. Like,
Here's my kids being a jerk so you feel better about your life.
like I think sometimes that people forget that social media is not necessarily end all be all.
Yeah. That's why this is so important, because there's so much disconnect between people, humans, and like socializing, especially with COVID, on top of the way social media has like expanded and exploded. But like doing something like this brings like, oh, This is real life. Look at these
Mhm.
people. They're humans, you know, just like me. So that's kind of what we're going for. We're going to get the voice out there, the women of NASCAR. But hey, we're not like the No Boys Allowed club.
Right.
We'll welcome you. We're not going to be jerks. We're just trying to get us out there. Because apparently we're rare. I don't know. It's a rare thing to have a female who's into NASCAR.
I don't know. I see a lot of female NASCAR fans. So I love it.
Me too.
Although some of them can be very catty, but you can just block them and move on.
Yeah. Or that's what
Agreed.
we're for. That's what you just don't
Yeah.
respond. You just
Keep moving.
You find your person.
Yeah,
like
you
I
find
have
your
Deb,
group. Yeah.
and
no,
then you
yeah.
vent to them, and if someone's upsetting you, you can screenshot and talk crap and get it off your chest without havoc. Which can't tell you how many times we've done that.
Maybe daily.
I think I've
almost
done that
daily.
with everybody in this little group.
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
I think we need a group chat. Well, we do have one, but it's on Twitter. I mean, like actual phone, maybe. I don't know.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, we can do that.
I don't always get my notifications, or I'm at work and I'm like, I
Or
can't
she
do this.
sends audio messages, which are super fun, by the way.
Those are so fun. We have to start sending them because, like, we'll just randomly talk and then it's just, excuse you, Bella's moaning at me. That's basically what my voice memos sound like. I'll be telling her something and then I'm randomly yelling at a child, or like, stop doing that, or get your finger out of your nose. Anyway. and
What are
then,
you
yeah.
eating? What are you eating is a really good one. I get
Yeah.
that one a lot.
What's in
She'll be,
your
like,
mouth?
telling me something, and she'll be like,
Your
"What are you
mouth.
eating?" And I'm like, And then she'll say like a kid's name or a dog's name. I'll be like, oh, okay. She wasn't asking me what I was eating.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Although
So-
what's in your mouth sounds like the X-rated after hour show.
Nonsense. Or it's just listen to Paxton's whine. It's so cute. Or they'll be barking. Or the most recent one was the kids fighting in the background, and I'm like, my kids are fighting. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then you just hear them screaming in the background. It's always a surprise.
And I'm just like bursting.
Oh, Bella. Oh, Bella's
Love
over
your
here.
kids, man. I'll be the
Hold on.
honorary
Bella.
any day, but
Where are you? There you are. There's Bella.
Aww.
Hi, Bella. She
B.
needs attention.
and
Listen to her.
Emily and Christy and I all have this dog treat maker.
Yes, the
on
same
this
one.
house.
Bella, did you get enough
Yes.
attention?
We've got to do a Zoom dog.
We
treat.
need to.
Yeah, we have the same dog treat maker, which we all got. Like Deb and I both got it for Christmas, unbeknownst to us. She's like, I got this cool dog treat maker. She sent me a snap, and I was like, literally replied, shut up. And then I sent her the picture of mine. It's the same thing. I love it. We're like so much the same human sometimes. It's ridiculous. It's actually crazy. So, all right,
Anything
ladies.
else tonight, ladies.
Anything else we want to talk about? I think we need to gear up for part 2. We'll do this.
Yeah, I think that this is going to have to be a monthly thing where we
Mhm.
just
We need
get a
to.
group of
Yeah.
females together.
It's
and
like
just
therapy.
Yeah.
I got a new one. Ready? Not NAS cardio, but NAS therapy.
Listen, we tried to make NAS cardio happen, and it did not happen, and we're real sad about it.
I
So-
tried, but like NAS cardio is the anxiety, the stress, and the workout you get watching a race because you're so stressed out. And
Oh,
you're
yeah, I
and
know
your
that
heart
shit.
rate's
Elevated.
going like sky high.
and you're breathing heavy. You're like,
And you're hollering at the TV and you just like
Yes.
drink in hand, just like, come on. No, come on.
Yeah, I
you're-
just,
Nope.
stand up and look completely awkward standing in front of the room and the TV just like doing this.
you do squats. You're technically working out because you're doing squats because you're on your couch, and then
You're
you're standing up to yell, and then you're sitting down, and then you're standing up to yell. So it counts,
It's
right?
even worse when you're listening to the scanner and you know what's
Yes.
going on.
Yep.
And
I
you're
always
listening-
have the scanner.
Yes.
Yep.
And the driver's like, I have no brakes. My brakes aren't working.
Right? Or I'm listening to Chase Elliott and he's like, yeah, and Chase Elliott's like, my radio's not working. I can't hear anything. How do we figure out when I'm supposed to pit? And they're like, let's do hand signals.
Yeah, they really do have. I mean,
I'm
love
like over here like, how the fuck is that gonna work? Oh my God. And I'm just like hyperventilating.
That's one of the reasons I
I
just
completely
love
thought that
Pepper.
Sam Mayer was innocent until Mandy got
Oh,
on
yeah.
the scanner for one race, and I didn't have the scanner, and she's telling me that he's just like cussing up a storm and and all the other drivers, and I'm like, who is this?
This is human.
What did he
And then he
say?
gets on Instagram after and just continues to trash all the drivers, and I'm like,
I think
where
he
did this come from?
He kept calling everyone shitheads. And I was like, oh, who is this kid?
It's so like on race day, I might like my living room was like a little command center. I have my phone with this.
Yep.
I have my phone with Discord.
She's like
and
RCR
and, like-
during COVID. She's like, I got this.
Get back into Discord during the races, by the way.
I've
Yeah.
never been on Discord.
Either have I.
you need to. You
don't even
guys
know what
need
that
You
is.
gotta send her an invite to the sauce.
We need to set you up because
Yes, please.
because Anthony has his own Discord server, and during the
love it.
races he has a watch party channel, so we can all like get together, like we can watch when he's racing or like any other racing events, and you get to talk to like everybody else in real time. It's like basically like one big group chat with everybody. It's pretty
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
And when he wrecked in Kansas, I
Oh.
immediately
I
tweeted,
was-
messaged Emily, got on Discord because I knew those people in Discord would know way before anybody else what was going on because they're
like,
like speedy with that stuff.
Yeah.
The one race that was the one race I missed last year because like I went out with I was on a date with my boyfriend and like I kept getting like notifications from my phone. I'm like, what's happening, and then he pulled it up and he's pulled it up on Reddit and he's like, Anthony flipped over, and I'm like, no, you're lying, you are lying.
You're
So I'm like
no,
trying to get on
don't you
Discord,
dare.
and then like we were all on
That's
Discord.
NASCARdio.
That's NASCAR.
That's cardio in action.
Mhm.
And I'm just sitting there over my phone like, oh my god, just freaking out. So then it got to the point because like there's also like a voice option like on Discord. You can also like do like text like voice channels too.
Oh,
Like, we
Deb,
never-
this is trouble.
We never used the voice channel, but for that night, all of us got on voice channel and we're like trying to process this and trying to be like, okay, is everybody good? Everybody, calm. He's okay. He's okay.
And
I'm
what's
not
even
okay.
cooler is like we got to actually talk to him that weekend after, which we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that, like
crazy.
Thursday after we got to talk to him and I was like looking at him and I'm like,
Are you okay?
Are you
Like,
sure
I was
okay?
you look okay. You look okay. Like I felt like almost like,
Mom.
I wanted to check him over for bruises or something. I was like, he's okay. He's okay. He's walking. It's fine.
watching his interview when he got out of the infield center, I'm like, you did not. He just acted like
It was like 20 minutes later, too.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at him. I'm like, you
He's
were
acting
in
like
that.
no big deal.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm like, child, are you okay?
You're like, I need a
That
minute.
team
It's
was
been
amazing,
20
by the way.
minutes.
It's
The
like
what?
I need to go to infield center for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That is
NASCARdio.
cardio. We've been trying to get this going. It's
I'm
not
telling
working.
you.
but-
Or NAS. I can't make NASCAR anxiety work. That does not flow good.
No.
NASCAR. Nope.
NASCAR.
Nah.
NASCAR. No,
Anxiety.
no, it doesn't work. Can't make it work. We can make NAS therapy work though.
NAS therapy.
Yeah.
Anxiety cart. No, I'm done. I'm over it. It's not. It's not happening. This is,
Now watch. One of us is at 2 a.m. is gonna figure out how to work
Yep.
those two. We're gonna text each
I
other.
will text
Got
the
it.
group text.
It's gonna be like 3 a.m. One of us is gonna be like, look.
I got it. It's gonna be like
Solve the
light bulb. These are the things that will keep us up at night. I promise you. Not real life problems. Not anything like that. World peace. Have
NAS
solved hunger.
problems.
NAS problem.
Problems.
NAS problems.
Oh my god.
So
We have
the
a whole
Sauce
list.
Mafia is saying you have to come join the sauce pit.
I
so-
will join the sauce pit. Send me the
Yay!
invite and I'll come in. Bella's like, stop dancing, mom. She's telling me, I think she's telling me she has to potty. She's like, I have to pee. Stop it.
Oakley's
Anyway.
over here on his chair
Sorry.
snoozing. It's snoozy time, so
It's
he's just
snoozy
not
time.
paying attention.
Okay, ladies. Well,
This has
unfortunately, we
been-
have to call it because it's late. I
It's
have
already
things.
been over an hour. I can't even.
I
believe
can't
it.
even believe it's been more than
That
an
was
hour. This
fast.
was so much fun.
Wow.
It was fun.
Yeah,
I
it's only 5
loved
o'clock.
it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we will have to do this again. I think that's a given at this point.
Absolutely. And next time, everyone who couldn't make it for whatever reason, hopefully we get to have you and anyone who wants to be part of the NASCAR Women of NASCAR group or chat, say hey. And yeah, we'll get to know some more fans. Hopefully we can grow our little family circle.
Yeah.
I'm awkward. Hi.
Same.
Awkward.
Awkward as F.
I think we
Hey,
all are.
awkward.
So, thank
All
you,
right, ladies.
everyone who is watching. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you to everyone in the chat. People are saying thank you. We love you too. I'm glad you guys joined us. If you had fun, of course, we're going to do the plug, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're going to try to bring more YouTube lives, maybe some more interviews, and this will be a recurring thing because Women of NASCAR is a thing, and we're not going anywhere. She's just like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
all right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Signing off for Fast Lap with Chrissy and Deb. Mwah. Have a wonderful
Good
night.
night.